Hello, this is Susan Nash, and I'm delighted to be here today, and I'm glad to talk to you about when to use visuals in your report, presentation, or informative social media. So you're probably asking, why does that matter so much? Don't I already know that you just use visuals whenever you can and basically make people happy? But it's more than that. Visuals are very persuasive and they convey meaning. So you want to make sure that your message aligns with what your overall purpose is and your goal for your visuals and for your message. So I'm saying this because especially if you're doing things to promote an experience or create an impact or persuade, you'll definitely need to be able to use visuals. And it's interesting because sometimes you want your visuals to capture attention. So like in this case, you're probably, okay, lion and bird. That's one way to look at it. The scooters, different types of scooters. And then where are they? What are they doing? So it captures the attention of the audience. And then the second thing that the visual does is it starts to tell a story. So let's just move farther and let's see what we can do with this video. So let's go and let's look at some visuals. So what is a visual? Well, a visual is something that captures attention. It's obviously something that you see. It has a shape, a pattern. These are photographs and with also a block, but let's say that the visuals can also include the way that you do your fonts, the text styles, etc. So you have red text, you have the matching red block, just have a theme. There are all different ways to shape meaning and direct people's attention, guide attention, capture attention. You can move around the blocks and say, let's see what this pumpkin is. It's a cow pumpkin. Cow. and then we look at this enormous pumpkin from Slovenia, and we see pumpkin decorating contest. So as you can see, this is a possible way to tell a story about people's involvement with pumpkins. Now, the function of visuals, there are many functions. So we're going to look at how you can instruct or persuade. You draw attention to something immediately important. So why do we say that drawing attention is important? Well, if you want to learn, according to the theorist Gagne, it's important to have capture attention or have engagement. So creating conditions for learning is critical. So there are certain things that help you create conditions. Also, visuals provide information quickly. They help people learn, especially the visual learners, in ways that verbal just doesn't capture. Engage the audience, keep the audience focused, and also find a concise way to provide accurate information. So let's just take a look at audience analysis. Just like working with regular discourse, verbal discourse, written discourse or text, as you create your argument or your persuasive presentation, you have to keep in mind that visual discourse has the same or more possibilities of interpretation and meaning, the signs, symbols, semiotics. And so with that in mind, you really need to know your audience. So what do you want to lead your audience to an understanding of? And second, what are the basic core beliefs and values and ways of knowing that your audience has? So they might ask, why is the visual here? What does it tell me? Which aspect of the visual is most important? Where exactly should I focus? And see, these questions help you with the arrangement. You might say, I need to put this cross someplace else. I need to make it bigger. Or like the guy who's selling roses on the street in Mexico City. What's the story behind that? What do I want to focus on? Do I want to focus on the bouquets of flowers, or do I want to focus on his supply here that he's bought from the wholesalers? Here, this was a cross erected on the edge of the Arkansas River near a place where a homeless guy fell in the river and drowned. And so it was so sad that the homeless man had friends, and the friends put together a little cross and put little flowers there. The cross didn't last long, sadly enough, but I think that the fact that that happened, I took a picture, so like it goes on, right? It lives in memory. So then, if you're using statistics and graphs, what do the numbers or statistics mean? And also, the audience will be thinking, what should I be thinking? What should I be doing? Are these visuals asking me to do something? If is it a training manual? Am I supposed to be doing something with programming? Doing something with my Raspberry Pi and programming my robot? All sorts of things. And then also, where does the graphic begin and where does the information end? Those are kind of philosophical questions too, we might say, but at any rate, they're something to start thinking about. So these are just a few things I wanted to put together to help you with thinking about visuals. So let's just go back to this first slide and recap when to use visuals in your report, presentation, or informative social media, focusing on persuading, instructing, teaching, coaching, and basically creating a reality. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.